Well, as a 12-year-old, he would follow Luke McCarthy here, there and everywhere. 15 years on, and Chris Geary is Luke McCarthy's go-to man. Chris has got an outstanding book of drives at Club Menangle on Saturday night. I caught up with him to discuss their prospects. Well, Chris, a very impressive book of drives on Saturday night, commencing in the opening event with Soho Spectre for Michael Stanley. Now finished a very good third to break the line last time out, which was now under the care of Luke. Mick Stanley said he was looking for a better showing from Soho Spectre, and it did deliver.
Yeah, no, he definitely would have been impressed with that run. Obviously, first up, Mick sort of said probably had a bit tougher run than he would have liked, but yeah, last week's run was definitely a lot more pleasing for them. And although it looks a pretty strong race, it's drawn pretty kindly down there, so yeah, look for him to finish off strong again. 2,300
metres should suit?
Yeah, you'd think so. Obviously, winning a derby over that distance here, and yeah, he, like I said, gets a kind draw. Obviously, a pretty strong race, but yeah, quality horse.
The Paul Fitzpatrick Free for All, the feature event on the card, and as we see Paul's colours proudly displayed here and his story. What a cracking race. You're driving Kingmaker for Luke. You've got the outside draw, but the 2,300 metres should help offset that to some degree?
Yeah, hopefully so, Mick. Yeah, like I said, sticky draw and pretty even sort of a field, but he's flying, that old horse, and with even luck, yeah, he'd have to be a top chance.
He's had the 5 runs since a spell, 2 wins and 3 placings. Recent efforts, he defeated Nyack and Max Delight, and then third to You Betcha Tiger Pie last time out. Hit the line very strongly.
Yeah, he was great last week. Just got one spot too far back. As he probably tracks the winner, he probably is the winner. So yeah, no, he's racing great and in really good form. Yeah, just got to have to hope for a bit of luck or something to go our way at some point.
Luke decided to bypass heading to the Inter-Dominion with this particular fella, knowing that he could quite easily pick off some of these races.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously with the quality of the horses that are contesting the Inter-Dominion, probably, he's, without being disrespectful to him, he's probably just that step below them. But he's more than capable of earning his keep while they're all away.
His name at Major Perry. He's past 5 runs, delivered 3 placings. He is deserving of a win.
Yeah, he's going really well, that old horse too. He, he's going to pop up in one of those free-for-alls pretty soon. Yeah, hopefully it's not Saturday night. With had the option there, and hopefully I chose the right one.
He's passed 2 runs, third to Don Hugo, which was outstanding, and then third to Horn Player. So he's got his hoof right on the till, but it is a race with plenty of depth.
Yeah, definitely, and middle of the road draw might be tricky for him there. He might either have to do a bit to try and get to the rail, or drive him with one run and hope for some luck. But yeah, we'll leave that up to whoever's going to steer him around, and yeah, hopefully we end up with all the luck.
Over to race 6, and number 9 Saddlecloth will be worn by Roll Up. Impressive in leading throughout for Luke. First up from a spell. Last time out, you're still looking for a run.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's got out yet. No, he was awesome last time. He really impressed me. They run a pretty slick mile here on a Tuesday, and yeah, he's awfully unlucky, just had nowhere to go. And yeah, but he gave me a great feel and felt like he had plenty to give. So yeah, once again, pretty strong race and a bit of an awkward draw, but yeah, he definitely seems like he's going well enough.
He's coming off a 6 to double eight, beaten 10.5 metres. We just completely forget that run because, as you mentioned, he just went to the line hard held. You just couldn't get a crack at him at all. From the wide gate, you go forward. He did lead for Luke from a wide draw.
Yeah, not too sure. Probably have a bit of a chat to Luke closer to and see how he sort of wants to play it out and whatever else. But yeah, he's definitely versatile. He's got good amount of gate speed there to put himself in a spot, or he's just as good off a helmet. So yeah, we'll just play that one by ear.
The horse racing consistently. Chris is in the trot race 7, Speedy Lover for David Aiken, drawn wide, but he's been a very honest performer of late.
Yeah, definitely. He just ran into a couple of decent ones here last Saturday night and started to do all the work himself, and I was really impressed with his run. And yeah, even prior to that, his form had been great. So yeah, he can't be going any better, and yeah, he's just a bit of a quirky fella, but when he puts it all together, he's usually thereabouts.
He was beaten 7.5 metres last week and running third. As you mentioned, he did all the work, and the horse that won the race is one of the top fancies for the Inter-Dominion, Bet and Win, which was extremely impressive.
Yeah, definitely. Beautiful trotter, and yeah, but like I said, really wrapped with how our guy raced last week, and it just seems like he's really building this campaign and getting better with every run. So yeah, hopefully further improvement this week.
I thought one of the better bets on the cards in the last year, Driving Soho, the real deal for Michael Stanley. Second to our special memory when resuming from a spell. Michael told me after the race he thought the horse was just one run short of winning that race.
Yeah, definitely. He was impressive here last Tuesday. Only narrowly beaten, pretty decent mile too, and first up, and like you said, you'd think he'd take a lot of benefit from that run, and pretty even sort of race, few handy ones sort of stepping out, sort of building their campaigns this season. But he's definitely in with a shot. He's very versatile, good gate speed. So he's got options there, and I'm sure if he gets the right trip, he'll be right there.
Well, he's a 3-year-old colt taking on a very classy 3-year-old filly coming off her effort in the New South Wales Oaks, and I've referred to Gunner Reload. Resuming from a spell, trial was good.
Yeah, definitely. Very classy filly. Pete and Cindy had done a great job with her. Got great speed, lovely manners, good tactical speed. So, good draw for her. Probably makes it hard to beat on paper, but we're in there with a shot, and like I said, they're all first up, and our fellas had the benefit of one decent run. So hope bit of match fitness is on our side.
They say a good colt will always beat a good filly. You'll be hoping that on Saturday night.
Yeah, we'll be hoping so anyway. But I think a few of these fillies this year have really closed the gap on the boys. Racing exceptionally well, and I'm sure it'll make for a great race.
Chris, you're currently sitting with career wins 887, so you're edging towards another milestone, those 900. 2 Group 1 wins, which is always nice to have on your resume. What can we add to the list on Saturday night as far as your wins are concerned?
Hopefully a few. Maybe we won't get too greedy though, and we'll settle for whatever we can get. But it's always gives you plenty of confidence coming there with a book like that. They're all racing well and in good form. So hopefully there's one there, and they're all, like I said, all in there with a good shot. And I'd say probably Kingmaker, the way he's racing, seems like he probably could be the best of them.
Thanks for Chris, and good luck on Saturday night.
All right, thanks.